That's inappropriate. Like, ew, he's a pervert.
Get your money, sis. Fuck the hater. Get your money, sis. Get your weight up. Make your money move. I ain't mad at you. Yeah, it's all about the cream and getting money, sis. Get your money, sis. Fuck a hater.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesdays with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a new video. And you might as well go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get right into today's topic. First things first, I'm so upset. I recorded an entire video for last week, edited the video, and accidentally deleted it before I even got to post. So this is why y'all didn't get a 2 Cent Tuesday last week. But anyway, we back. Now, I've been wanting to talk about this. I thought about saying something briefly about it on TikTok, but I was like, you know what? Let me just say this for the 2 Cent Tuesday because I got a lot to say. Now, recently, a young teacher went viral because he posted a video of his students, his female students, taking his hair down. It was a group about at least 6 young girls, all unbraiding his hair, and he stated in the video that he basically needed his hair to be taken down in a hurry because he had a hair appointment right after class, and that they pretty much had some free time. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Let's go ahead and stir the pot a little, shall we? Last Friday, 10 minutes before dismissal time, I decided to live stream my students helping me take my hair out. There was quite the discourse in the chat, which had people saying this was inappropriate and other people saying this was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with what I was doing and people were just making it weird. So of course I had to bring this issue to the big stage. I would like to represent myself in this case, Your Honor, if I may. Number one, for a little context, I had a hair appointment immediately after school and I needed my hair taken out beforehand. I would have taken it out the night before, but that Friday we had a camera crew coming in to shoot a promotional video and I was one of the ones being interviewed. So I had to look presentable, so I didn't take my hair out. I didn't have the time to do it all myself because it would have taken me forever. So naturally I asked about 4 or 5 of my over 100 best friends to assist me in taking my hair out, and they all agreed.
Now, there were many mixed emotions behind this video. Many people felt like it was inappropriate. Many people felt like it was sexualized. Many people did not agree with his content. And then there were many who defended him, including the parents of some of these children and other students in his class who were saying that there was nothing wrong with the video. They love that their children have a safe space in the classroom and has a teacher who genuinely cares about them. And all in all, it led to him allegedly being fired from his job. And once again, many people had mixed emotions. A lot of people did not feel bad for him. They felt like, you know, you crossed the line, that you should be terminated for what you did. And some people felt like this was not that serious to cause the man his job. Now, y'all seen the video. What do y'all think? Do you think teachers today are just too comfortable with their students? Do you feel like there's a double standard here because he's a male teacher? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I'm going to go ahead and drop my 2 cents in on this situation. I'm extremely conflicted because I have been in childcare for years. I ain't gonna say how many because I'm gonna be telling my age, but you know I don't care. But yeah, a very long time. I've had children play in my hair, but never taking my hair down or literally styling my hair. But then again, I deal with younger children, so no one's styling or doing anything like that. But I've fixed children's hair. You know, sometimes little girls' hair is messed up. You fix it. And most parents appreciate it. And then there's some parents who say, I don't want anybody in my child's hair. And what you do, you respect it. You don't touch their child's hair. When I initially saw the video, I'm going to be honest. It was just like, I don't really like this. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's just be honest. He's a young black male. He's attractive. He got the tattoos. Any little girl would have a crush on him. Easy. Do some of the kids look at him like just a big brother and just a fun teacher? I'm sure. But I felt like young girls sometimes can be very impressionable and they can misconstrue things. It can be completely innocent, but you don't know what's going on in the mind of these young girls. I don't care how many conversations you have with them or how well you think you know them. You don't know what's going on in their minds. So I'm not gonna lie. Initially, I was like, I don't like this. And I have noticed that we are living in different times. The world we once knew where our teachers were very strict and, you know, there was some nurturing, there was some loving, but most of the time they were strict and we did our work and that was that. We are living in different times, okay? A lot of times I feel like teachers today, they are extremely young, a lot younger than what we are accustomed to. And I feel like there is no boundary. I feel like a lot of them are trying to be their students' friends opposed to being their teacher. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that, because I do feel like, especially when you're dealing with older children who are going through things at home and need that safe space, yes, there is nothing wrong with creating that safe space for them. There's nothing wrong with being relatable. There is nothing wrong with bonding with your students. But on a professional level, there should always be a boundary. No child should be in your space that way. Whether you are a woman teacher or a male teacher. To me, it's just a boundary that shouldn't be crossed. I grew up with a teacher, my 6th grade English teacher. She was a beautiful woman and many of the boys had crushes on her. All the girls admired her. She was a very down-to-earth, cool-ass teacher that we all loved. So much to the point, and she loved us right back. So much to the point where she ended up moving up each grade with us. She was our 7th grade teacher and then our 8th grade teacher. And we loved her, but there was still a boundary between us and her. You know, we didn't cross certain lines, and that's just how it should be to me personally. I also noticed a lot of teachers today are, you know, making content with their students and posting videos, and that's cool. Listen, this is the world we live in. But again, there should be boundaries. And I'm sorry, like I said, as a teacher, as someone who's in childcare, I understand how difficult it is to be a male teacher in a predominantly female world. I've seen male teachers, and I knew one in particular that I worked with who was amazing, loud as hell, but amazing with the students. They loved him. They had so much fun with him. They respected him. There were all these perfect things in the classroom, but there was a boundary there. He never got too close. There was none of that laying in his lap, or, you know, there was none of that hugging them, picking them up, doing things like that. And they were little, and especially working with young children, they always want affection. They always want to be nurtured. They want to hug you. They want to sit on your lap. So naturally, as women, these are things we do. We pick them up, we hold them, we this, that, and third. And then when you see a male teacher do it, it's like, we don't like that. Like, that's inappropriate. Like, ew, he's a pervert. These are things that, you know, it's easy to envision, and opposed to just thinking he just loves kids and he's just a nurturing person as well. But because we have grown accustomed to men not operating in a nurturing way, it's weird to us. Let's just call him a spade a spade. But I love the way that teacher that I'm speaking of, the way he created that boundary and still made it a positive, happy climate for his students. And I feel like there are many ways you can still be that for your students without crossing certain lines. Bottom line, it was just unprofessional. You shouldn't be taking your hair out at work. If you knew you had a hair appointment, take that shit out the night before. For the women who get their hair done by their students or do their students' hair, if the parents is fine with it, do it after school. Do it after school. And why do we have to always record these things? You know, I know everybody, we record every moment of our lives today, but you know, some things just, you have to be mindful of. And again, my major concern about that video was, what are these young girls thinking? Now, they all could have been like, that's just my bro, that's the homie, we was just taking his hair down. But you never know, there could be that one who is getting all the wires confused in their head. And it's like, oh, Mr. So-and-so, let me playing his hair. Like, you just don't know. We've all been teenage girls at one point. We've all been teenage guys at one point. And we know how our hormones get to jumping in. Listen, I've had some fine-ass teachers. And one that used to flirt with me. Very inappropriate. I didn't realize it till today as an adult. But I remember 6th grade. There was some things, it was just like, whoop. I don't think that was appropriate now. But back then, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm just like, yeah, he liked this. No, he shouldn't be liking this. You too damn old. You a grown-ass man. I'm a child. But anyway, it's unfortunate this young man lost his job. I don't feel like he should have lost his job. I definitely feel like a conversation could have been had and some boundaries could have been in place. But this is what happens when you play with social media. This is what happened. Asking the opinion of a lot of men who have daughters, and even in men who don't have daughters, and I'm like, how would you feel if you came in and saw your daughter taking out this grown man's hair? And all of them is like, hell to the fuck no, not mine, not my child. What are you doing? We would have a problem. So I don't know. What do y'all think? It's such a touchy thing. But again, I have to play devil's advocate. It's like, I understand, but at the same time, no, it's a double standard. But why does it have to be that way? It's so many. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. If y'all want to read about other things that's inappropriate, weird, boundaries, make sure y'all guys go cop my books, Inherited Dysfunction Part 1 and 2, available on Amazon and BarnesandNobles.com. The link is in the description down below, as well as my social medias. Make sure y'all follow me on everything. Oh my God, they're getting rid of TikTok. But follow me there too, because I haven't really been on there. But anyway, with that being said, Jenny is out.